What's going on, miners? Chump Change XD here. Hope you're all staying healthy, having a great day. As you guys can see, these are my solar panels, and how I have them set up is on Galvy fence posts going across, and they're just clamped right here onto some unistrut that's actually tied to each one of the panels. So now I have 5 sets of these. The reason I'm showing you guys this is I want to take this cap and show you guys what I'm thinking to do with these panels to make them a lot more usable, I guess. That way I can move them around and stuff. So if you see this trailer right here, right? The rails on this trailer all the way around are exactly the same size. So, theory or thoughts here. If I put the panels, clamp them to the rails all the way around to take off the spare tire, obviously, I'll be able to tilt these panels any direction I want, you know, front and back, and move this thing around my yard. I can put it wherever I want. Because as you can see right now, my panels are actually in the sun, but it's a rare moment because it's only in the sun a couple times a day. Now you can see, obviously the sun is right up there, and these trees are gonna be blocking all of the sunlight going into these panels at some point. Now this wasn't the case during springtime and summertime when I started building this, but during the fall and the winter time, Earth axis changes and the sun is in a different point on the planet. So we need to figure this out because I'm not utilizing all of the solar that I actually have here for any mining rigs. Everything is off at this current moment just because I can't fully run anything consistently, especially with the last couple days been like totally crappy out. Either way, what do you guys think about this? Is this a good idea? Should I do this? And then if I do you think I should leave the wiring going to all this stuff and buy all new wiring so I don't have to undo everything? Because look, if we go over here and we see the combiner box that I have, it's actually really neat and I really like how it's set up, and I really don't want to destroy it all just to move it around because yeah, these poles are in the ground, they're not going anywhere. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's super neat. I was gonna add a 6th pole right here on the ground, so it would be 3 in the front, 3 in the back, but unless I plan on cutting down these trees, I'm kind of in a pickle, I guess. That's what you could say. So either way, I think this is a great idea. You guys, I need you to let me know what your thoughts are. Is that a good idea? I mean, I would assume it is. The middle is gonna be kind of open, and I don't know what I could do with that. All right, so I just flipped up the back of the trailer here. As you can see, it's kind of like a wall, right? And I was just getting to thinking, what if I built an entire isolated movable trailer that was literally just solar? So if I just had the solar panels on the side and I built this like a wall, obviously that would be able to be laid down if I needed to, but I could put an inverter right here on the side or like in the middle or wherever, probably somewhere where it's not going to be too much in the way if I had to lay this down. But I would have to build like a wood box through this cage and isolate it so it could not get destroyed. And then I'd have to build a box in the middle here for the batteries and some way to keep them warm. Or you could run some like heat tracing wire that actually keeps your water pipes from freezing during the winter time in like trailers and stuff. But I could do that in like an isolated box or an insulated box in the middle for all of the batteries, get them all wired up, run them back into the inverter that's on the wall, or I mean even I could lay it on the ground here, something along those lines, and literally this whole thing could be isolated. And then I could just run an extension cord from here into the house and I get power. And then I don't have to worry about this thing catching on fire. That's a good idea. I actually like that. Do you guys like that? Would that be interesting to do? All right, so real quick, I just want to measure these panels and just see, because that trailer over there is 7 by 14. All right, so these are roughly 7 feet wide the way they stand now. But if I put them vertically, all right, 42 inches, so that's even less. So I could get 2 side by side, 7 feet wide, or I could make like a, you know, a longer vertical section that's only 42 inches wide. Obviously I could shift this down a little bit so it overhangs the front of the trailer as long as it doesn't impede with the tow hitch if I hook it up to a truck or something, but we'll just measure right from the end to here. So we got 42 there, so I'm just gonna kind of throw the tape right back where it was. 42, so I should be able to get 3 runs if I did it the long way easily, right? And then I'd have room in the back. That'd be kind of neat. So then I could have them really long and I'd be able to tilt them back and forth. The only thing that would suck about that is having them vertical. It would possibly shadow the other panel behind it if it's like too vertical with the sun, you know what I mean? Like the shadow or whatever might hit the other panel if I have this tilted down into the top there. Either way, that's something we could tackle at a later date, but I think that's a good idea. What do you guys think? Should I flip those or should I leave them sideways? I'd only be able to get 2 sideways. I'd have to figure out the 5th section. I mean, obviously I could put it right here on the face of the trailer, but I don't know if that's really a good idea, because then that's only really good flat, right? It wouldn't be able to tilt up or down with the other ones. Interesting, but I really think it would be kind of cool if I put an inverter on this guy and I was able to get some batteries in here and have it completely weather tight, warm, isolated, and then I could just kind of tow it around and put an extension cord from the actual unit. So if you see this guy right here, I have the wire going in. It's essentially just a extension cord, and then that basically turns on all those outlets, and theoretically I could do the same thing, just run some, you know, 10-2 wire or a thicker extension cord over into my house, and then I could just make a little power strip like that to power things inside for heat for the winter. So the only reason I don't want to do that is because of weight, and that I wouldn't be able to drag this thing around very easily with all the batteries and the inverter and all that stuff. So it's almost better just having the 80-foot run coming from here, going to wherever I need to, and just running an extension cord from here into the house. Or I could actually take up one of those 10-3 wires. So right here in this conduit, I actually have 10-3 and an extra length of it going into here, so I could just tap into the inverter that's in here, and then that way this is already isolated and, you know, weather tight, so I wouldn't have to worry about anything. So I might just kind of scrap that idea, but I think it would be kind of a neat thing to have anyways, right? A whole isolated solar trailer where you could just put an extension cord into it and take it around with you. I mean, it would totally be ideal for off-grid, but either way, I don't know. I'm all over the place. I just want to get the solar panels on this and get it situated. So let me know what you guys think. Should I do it the vertical way on these rails, or should I just do them exactly how I have them and put one on the front? Because then that would just be a 2,000 watt panel setup on this trailer. But I could definitely fit more the other way. So let me know in the comments below. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy your soon to be weekend, and I will catch you guys real soon. Peace out.